Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Today's video we're going to be talking about how to find a giant list of your ideal prospects. So, number one thing is, why do we need to compile a giant list of the ideal prospects? Well, once we have a giant list of your ideal prospects, then it will be very easy for us to start doing outreach. So it's important that before we actually start outreach, we have people to do outreach too. Now, to find your ideal target audience, there isn't just one place you're going to go. Because let's say, for example, you're targeting plumbers. I'm not going to sit there and tell you to go on Twitter to find plumbers, right? Because maybe there is some there, but, more likely than not. Or if you're targeting surgeons, I'm not going to tell you to go on Facebook groups. If you're targeting doctors, again, I'm not going to tell you to go on Facebook groups. I'm going to tell you get on LinkedIn, get on emails, whatever, right? So it's important to go to the platforms where your target audience is at already, right? So let's start with Facebook groups. Facebook groups is actually a gold mine to find your target audience. One thing I will preface Facebook groups by saying is, with Facebook groups, you're going to come across a lot of low quality prospects. And what I mean by low quality is basically people who don't have a lot of money. Facebook is a place for just, I don't want to be rude, but low quality leads, right? Doesn't mean that you can still find people with money who are on Facebook, but it's just more likely you're not going to find them here. So this is, Facebook is good if you're looking to target, let's say, for example, marketing agency owners, business coaches, business consultants. You can even find realtors, roofers, plumbers, local business guys on here. But, again, like I said, you're going to find more like beginners or newbies. Whereas if you go on somewhere like LinkedIn, you'll find more advanced people. So let's say, for example, you're looking to find roofers and you're looking to do outreach to roofers on Facebook. First thing you want to do is just come onto your Facebook. Super simple. If it'll load. Yeah, just come onto your Facebook. Come over here to groups. Type in search groups and then type in roofer. Right? And then we click search groups for roofer. And then we click on groups. And then we got one right here, roofing group. Right? Or roofers needed. Right? So let's just click roofers needed. It's a public group. And here we go. I need a roofer who can close estimates at a very high rate. And then you can just come over here and you can click. And you can see all the people that are saying PM me, DM, whatever. Right? These people are obviously going to be roofers. Then you can scroll down and you can see other posts. Who needs help in getting clients for roofing? And you can start going through these posts and you can find your ideal target audience and you can do it like that. Another way you can do it is you can come over here to the top. You can click in people. This is actually the better way to do it. You can click on, I would start with members with things in common. Click see all. And then you can scroll down and start seeing all right, who has roofer in their bio? I think with roofers, maybe they're not going to advertise that they're a roofer on Facebook, so it might be a bit difficult. So the ones where they don't advertise what it is that they do, two things you can do. Number one, you can just click Control F and type in roofer, and you can see that these people aren't really advertising it. So the other thing you can do is you basically just got to come over here to the posts, and you can make a post like, send me a thumbs up if you're a roofer, or something like that. Who's a roofer here? Right? And then just have people comment below. Or you can go through these posts where the people are asking for roofers, and you can click through and you can see this guy Bill Hickens asked for the location. So even though it doesn't say roofer on his profile, I know he's probably a roofer, right? You scroll down, you can go through the other ones. So the roofers is a little bit of a difficult one, right? Or you could join another group, which is just we could type in roofing contractor, right? And then here we go, UAE contractors and work contract projects. So I live in Dubai, so this is why I came up with UAE. But you can do the same for wherever you live. And then you can go through and you can start checking out and see who's a roofer and who's not. Who's your target audience and who is not, So I'll leave you with that. Now roofers was a bit of a tricky one because they don't really advertise it. Now let's say, for example, I was looking for my own leads, which is marketing agency owners. I would join another group with marketing agency owners. So let's say I join this one, marketing agency leads and sales pro. I'm going to click on members. And I got 17,000 members in here. And I'm going to click on members with things in common. The one with marketing agencies is a bit easier because a lot of these people actually advertise themselves. Like, look, founder at clientxpro.com, founder at Ovirora, CEO and founder at Easy Marketing Lab, co-founder Imperium Acquisition, So these people are all actually advertising like who they are and what they do, and you can tell that they're actually the marketing agency owners. So this is a much easier one. But like I said before, on Facebook, you're going to get there will be some good leads, but a lot of people will be unqualified, they'll be brand new. So you have to filter through people. It's a bit of an annoying process. But that's how you do it through Facebook. So that's Facebook done. Next one, we got LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn is a little bit easier because first thing first we can do, come on to LinkedIn. Like if we just log into LinkedIn. And I'm going to log in real quick. Okay, so I finally managed to log into my LinkedIn. I had to make a new account because my main account is actually being used by an appointment setter. So that was fun. But to show you how I get leads from LinkedIn, there is a few different ways. The best way is to use an automation tool. I like to use one called Ulink. But you can use whatever you want. There's a ton of them. So Ulink is already connected. Let me show you the stats I'm getting right now. So the good thing about Ulink is it basically automatically sends out the connection requests. And once the connection request is sent out, and then after it's accepted, then you can start doing the outreach. It's not like Facebook, where on Facebook, I would recommend you also add people as friends. However, it's best if you it's best if you add people as friends on Facebook, but you can also message them without. But if you message without adding them as a friend first, you might get banned. So with LinkedIn, you 100% have to add them as a connection first. So it's pretty easy. All you have to do with the software is you come over here, click New Connector Campaign, pick a name. I'm just going to do YouTube, and then create your campaign. And then what you can do is you come over here, click it, and to get things going with this connector campaign, click on Steps tab, set up steps with personalized automated messages. Okay, so we don't need to do that. So all we're going to use the software for is to connect with people. You don't want to send them any message because like my other video, we like to send them personalized voice notes or personalized videos. So what you can do here, there's a few different options. You can start a search, and then it will give you a bunch of instructions on how to do it. And then you can just type in the keywords and search like that. You can do a URL search, so you can find the, let's say for example, I just type in marketing agency owner. I'm going to click on second and third. Oh, because I don't have any connections right now. But yeah, what you can do is you can search for it like this, and then you can see 68,000 people. You can just click this, and then you can just add it right here and do it like that. Or if you want to pay for Sales Navigator, you can basically upgrade to the business plan to use that feature. Group search, you can just add a group in. Email search, you can add a list of emails and it will find the LinkedIn connect with them or the URL. So this software is really good because it basically just automates the whole process of connecting with people. After you connect with them, you can basically send out the voice notes like I outlined in the other video. So this is a really good way to use LinkedIn because it basically it saves you a ton of time. Like you can see over here, I've got a giant list and it's just connecting. It says connected, connecting request, stuff like that. And then if you come over and look at my stats, you can see like I'm getting a ton of connections every single day. Like I sent out over the last 1 month 734 connections, requests, and I had 42 accepted so far. So it's a bit low right now, but it's starting to increase, because over the last 24 hours I had 7 people accept it. So the numbers are increasing, which is good. So that's basically how to find your audience with LinkedIn. It's pretty simple, it's pretty easy, you just have to use the software. Now if you want to find your audience with Twitter, again, it's pretty simple. What you want to do is come onto Twitter. Just log into Twitter as well. Let it load. Okay. Let me log in real quick, guys. Okay, so once you're logged into Twitter, it's a little bit different to find your audience on Twitter. Because to find your audience on Twitter, what you need to do is you need to really build up the following first. So I'm not a big Twitter guy. I'm not really building up my following on Twitter, but we can grab someone as an example. Let's grab someone good. All right, let's grab Goose, right? So if we look at his profile, he's following 300 people and he's got 11.1k followers, right? What you can do is you can start studying his tweets, see what's working for him. Like you can see this one tweet had 53,000 people view it, 316 people liked, 586 retweet, 670 replied, right? After you start to build up your audience, what you can do is you can click on his followers and start following the people that are following him, you know? Like start following the people that are following him, and you can do it like that. But you want to obviously duplicate this process for whoever is in your target niche, right? So for example, me and Goose, I should have mentioned this before, but me and Goose are in the same sort of business. So we're targeting the same kind of people. So I can go and I can kind of steal his audience. For you, it might be different. So let's say, for example, you're targeting e-commerce brands. Then I would type in someone who's big on Twitter, who's also leveraging e-com brands. Who can I type in? I think Amar. Yeah, cool. So we've got Amar here at the Biz Sultan, co-founder of AdTalk Business Agency, 15,000 followers. Let's say I'm targeting e-com brands. I'm going to go through here and start following the e-com guys in here, right? And then that's how you can kind of, I don't know, how can I say, like, I don't want to say steal someone's audience, but, you know, leverage someone else's audience for your own good. So yeah, with Twitter, it's pretty easy as well. And then we also have Instagram. So the Instagram process, pretty simple. Again, you just want to come over here, log into your Instagram. Oh, one sec while I log in. So now that I finally managed to log into my Instagram, the process with Instagram is very similar to the process with Twitter. First, you want to find someone who is already targeting your ideal target audience. So let's say, for example, my target audience is the exact same as, let's take Jeremy Lee Miners, right? Let's say my target audience is the exact same as Jeremy Miners. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on his profile, and then I'm going to click right over here on this little button, similar accounts, right? And we're going to see a bunch of similar accounts, and that's one way where you can kind of go through here and see like who's similar, who's, you know, kind of like who's your target audience, and you can start leveraging all of these. Like you can go through all of their followers as well. So let's say I was just going to go through Jeremy Lee Miners. I would just click his followers, and I can start going through his followers, and I can start messaging them one by one by one. Because, you know, Jeremy Miner, what does he sell? He sells like a training on how to improve your sales, right? Now, I'm basically running an appointment setting agency, but we also place closers. So, you know, you could argue that my target audience and his target audience are very, very similar, right? I would probably, if I was doing this right now, I would find someone who's a better fit But you know, for an example, this is a good one because you can just pull up the profile, go into followers, and then start like looking through one by one. And let's just say I start opening them up in separate tabs. You know, like this guy is following Sergeant Harrison, is following Jeremy Lee Minor's content for a reason. He's not following him for no reason, right? And then you can go through and you basically go like infinite leads. Like look right here, we go like 434,000 leads, right? So this is basically how you can leverage all these platforms to find your ideal prospects, you know. And your ideal prospects, you really want to go where they're sitting. Like if I was targeting surgeons, like I said before, I wouldn't be going in Facebook groups. I'd be going LinkedIn, email, and I would figure out where are they hanging out. You know, if I'm trying to target e-commerce brands, again, if you find e-commerce brands on Facebook groups, they're just basically drop shippers, which is like really low-level e-com brands, which no one wants to work with. If you target them on LinkedIn, there's some more established ones. If you target them on Twitter, that's where there's like the biggest, the best ones, right? So keep these things in mind when you're trying to leverage other people's audiences, when you're trying to build it out, because this stuff is like really, really free. It's easy to use. You know, it's like there's no excuse really for you to not build a huge audience. But yeah, if you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe as usual. Let me know down below in the comments what other kind of videos you guys want to see, and I'll be more than happy to start making some more. Take care.